In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Keeping to the rope of Allah. The same was narrated by Abdul Wahid bin Abdullah bin Yunus al-Musili from Muhammad bin Ali bin Ibrahim bin Hashim from his 34 father from his grandfather from Muhammad bin Abu Umair from Hammad bin Isa from Hurayz from Abu Abdullah Jafar bin Muhammad bin Ali as Sadiq from his father from his forefathers from Imam Ali. Also, it was narrated by Abdul Wahid bin Abdullah from Muhammad bin Ali from his father from his grandfather from al-Hasan bin Mahbub and al-Hasan bin Ali bin Fadl from Ali bin Aqaba from Abu Abdullah, Imam as Sadiq. And the same was narrated by Abdul Wahid bin Muhammad bin Ali from his father from his grandfather from al-Hasan bin Mahbub from Ali bin Rihab from Abu Hamza at Thimali from Abu Jafar Muhammad bin Ali al-Bakir. The Holy Quran always has been with Ahl-Bayt, and they always have been with the Holy Quran. They both are the rope of Allah. They never separate as the Prophet has told. This is evidence for anyone whom Allah has guided to his true religion, showing that whoever resorts to other than the Holy Quran and Ahl-Bayt, whom Allah has made the guardians after the Prophet and made obeying them one of the necessary obligations of religion, in looking for knowledge and orders of the Quran and all the religious affairs, definitely will go astray and perish and cause others to perish. Ahl-Bayt were those whom the Prophet had offered as the highest examples to his ummah. He said, "My family to you is like the Ark of Noah. Whoever rides on it will be safe, and whoever lags behind it will drown." He also said, "The example of my family to you is like the gate of forgiveness of the Israelites. Whoever enters it, his sins will be forgiven, and will deserve mercy and blessing of Allah. Allah has said, and enter the gate making obeisance, and say, forgiveness. We will forgive you your wrongs, and give more to those who do good to others." Imam Ali said in one of his speeches, "The knowledge that Adam has brought from the heaven to the earth, and all the virtues of the prophets until the last of them, Prophet Muhammad, have been granted to Ahl-Bayt. So where do you go astray? Where do you go, O you, who have been derived from the people of the ark? As some only had been saved there, here also some 35 only will be saved. Woe to one who opposes them, the infallible Imams." He also said, "We, to you, are like the cave to the people of the cave, and like the gate of forgiveness, which is the gate of peace. So be in peace all of you." He also said through his speech, "The loyal companions of Muhammad are certain that he has said, I and my family are infallible. Do not precede them in order not to go astray, do not lag behind them in order not to fall into mistakes, do not object to them in order not to be ignorant, and do not teach them because they are much more aware than you. They are the most aware when young, and the most aware when old. Follow the truth and its people wherever they are, and be far away from the untruth and its people wherever they are." But unfortunately people brushed all that aside. They considered the orders of the Prophet as ridiculous and raving. They refused to follow those whom Allah and His messengers had ordered to be obeyed. Allah said, "So, ask the followers of the reminder if you do not know. Obey Allah and obey the messenger and those in authority from among you." The Prophet confirmed many times that safety was bound by keeping to Ahl-Bayt, doing according to their sayings, submitting to their orders, learning from them, and walking in their path. Nevertheless, people resorted to others than them and ascribed their virtues to those others. They became pleased with those others and so Allah deprived them from true knowledge. They began to interpret according to their fancies and analogies, and they became satisfied with their own minds away from the guidance of Allah, His Messenger, and the infallible Imams, whom Allah had appointed to be the guides for His people. When they brushed all that aside and depended on their own opinions, Allah left them to stray in confusion and deviation, and consequently, they perished and caused others to perish. Allah said, "Say, shall we inform you of the greatest losers in their deeds? These are they whose labor is lost in this world's life, and they think that they are well versed in the skill of the work of hands." As if people had not heard the saying of Allah, "And the day when the unjust one shall bite his hands, saying, Oh, would that I had taken away with the messenger. Oh, woe is me! Would that I had not taken such a one for a friend." So was that messenger but Muhammad? And who was that one mentioned in the verse? Immediately after that Allah said, "Certainly he led me astray from the reminder after it had come to me."